The fire and rescue services here in Ukraine really need our help.
What rescue capability they've got, that rescue capability needs other countries behind it.
We have to keep banding together and continue donating the supplies that are needed, vehicles, specialized equipment.
There are people that just have that inbuilt need to help people, and Medical Lifelines Ukraine in the UK, we're those people.
When a Russian rocket attack hits a civilian target and they need to be able to pull people out of the rubble, this crane being donated from England by Medical Lifelines Ukraine is going to be used in saving lives, helping to lift the heavy pieces of buildings that have collapsed by helping them to be able to dig out people that have been buried under the rubble. Here in Ukraine, in Dnipro, this is
Mike Pitney. I've been working in the fire service for 26 years, I've recently retired.
And he has been coming to Ukraine for 11 years to help Ukrainian firefighters get the things and supplies that they need.
Bringing equipment and bringing know-how, knowledge, training to help with something on such a massive scale.
Leading convoys of fire trucks that have been donated by the British government.
At the start of the war, things changed a lot, and what we brought over as a country and other countries moved into mass helping of people. This is where something changed as time went on and buildings collapsed and more and more bombs exploded with buildings.
The rocket attack happened last night, killing 10 people. The rocket attack hit. Where the missile hit, this rocket hit ракети. Rocket attacks the Hurricane rocket. Double missile attack. All of these rockets, some of them killed dozens of people in one act of terror. This is the Oregon rocket. Direct hit from a Grad rocket. And hit civilians. This Grad rocket just hit and exploded outside this building.
Покопать еще вон.
It's become a very apparent need for not the simpler tasks of getting someone out of a building that's collapsing, but of the more serious ones. So when there's almost complete collapse. People will be buried alive and concrete was needed to be moved to let the normal rescues commence. This is the vehicle that can do that, can lift those great big bits of concrete to let rescuers in and save those people that wouldn't be saved without that kind of lifting power. That's what they needed in Ukraine, and there was an answer from Medical Lifelines Ukraine.
Medical Lifelines.
Medical Lifelines.
Thank you to Medical Lifelines
Ukraine in the UK, who bought the crane behind us.
Purchase and donate this crane.
Can't think of anything more impressive than this for the mass helping of people.
It has been donated and shipped here to Ukraine. We're in Dnipro, where this is going to be used from this location, sent to wherever there is rocket attacks. We can continue to work together to donate and to provide them the help that they need.
Everyone can look to someone else to get involved, to give support. We should be the ones who get involved because someone has to.
From the earliest stages of donating convoys of emergency vehicles, Medical Lifelines Ukraine learned the most important factor in providing what is most needed is an efficient, ongoing line of communication with the emergency personnel on the ground in Ukraine, those who will be using the vehicles and know exactly what is most needed at any given time as the needs change and develop. They are regularly communicating with coordinators of the state emergency services and the Ministry of Health at both national and local levels, who can tell them exactly what kind of emergency vehicles are needed to meet the most urgent needs. Through this ongoing line of communication, Medical Lifelines Ukraine is able to ensure that every vehicle, which is also packed full of medical supplies, is getting to where it's most needed, that every donation received is going the farthest in saving lives in Ukraine. With the worsening Russian rocket attacks on civilians, the needs on the ground in Ukraine are as intense as ever. Today, someone in Ukraine is having the most tragic day of their lives, and they urgently need our help. Now, more than ever, your help will save lives.